Better Beer Authority, Better Beer.
Hi, I'm James Knott, and this is your Better Beer Authority. The second annual Columbus Beerfest was May 21st and 22nd at the Columbus Convention Center in Columbus, Ohio. I was unable to attend, so I sent my roving reporters, Mark and Chef, to give us the scoop on this great event.
Hi, this is Mark Smith. I'm here with Adam Harms with the Better Beer Authority, and this is the second annual Columbus Beer Festival. Adam, what are you excited about this year?
You know, I think that we're really excited about the 230 beers versus the 150 beers that we had last year. It seems to be a little bit bigger of a show. It seems to be there's already a great turnout, so I'm looking forward to the whole show.
Their first stop was to talk to Patrick Kelleher, who opened a microbrewery / homebrew shop called Neil House Brewery earlier this year. Patrick talked about how he got into brewing.
A few years ago, I was doing an undergrad at Ohio State, getting my degree in chemistry, and I started home brewing. And a long story short, it kind of got out of hand, and my roommates had an intervention and told me that I either needed to do something different with my time or open a brewery. So here we are.
He also talked about where he finds inspiration for his beers.
What I try and do is I try and think of what about a Hefeweizen or a pale ale or a bourbon barrel stout really gets me excited. I try and really bring that out in my beers.
Looks like Gordon Biersch is here. They're about to tap their Cascade Alt, so we're going to check that out, all right? Chris, tell us about your new beer.
Sure. Our Cascade Alt beer is a beer we made for American Craft Beer Week. It kind of blends the line between the German beers that we're known for, and then obviously with American Craft Beer Week, we try to bring some Cascade hops in, you know, real flagship, kind of a signature hop for American craft beer. So we blended that with the malt bill from a traditional alt, and you get kind of a beer that really comes across more like maybe a maltier American pale ale, but nice full malt followed with a solid hop addition.
If you like hops or want to learn more about them, then Eric Bean, the brewmaster for Columbus Brewing Company, has a great program for you.
Oh, well, Hop Odyssey is a beer program we started 2 years ago, and it's a beer every month. And the idea was to do a hoppy beer, but not the same hoppy beer every month. It was just trying different styles, different hop varieties, kind of show people that it doesn't just have to be an IPA.
So as a brewmaster, how are you coming up with the recipes for that?
Some of it's, you know, from experience, and some of it's just shoot from the hip the day, you know, the week before we brew, kind of saying, okay, let's try this, let's try these malts, let's try this new hop variety. And it's been great. You know, some of the beers are going to last for a long time in our portfolio. Some we'll never see again, but we learned something from that beer to make the next new beer.
Mike Walters from Left Hand Brewing Company talked about a special blend of beer that he was giving out at the Beer Fest.
Well, you know, we're spanking some Mootooth out like it's going out of style. And Mootooth is a little concoction that I invented that is a milk stout blended with sawtooth. And you get a side order cowbell at no charge. And we're throwing those out like crazy here at the Beer Fest.
Up next, we spoke to Erika. She was drinking 400-pound monkey. Woohoo!
I'm here with Erika. She's a...
It's Erika. I'm drinking 400-pound monkey. Woohoo!
The local homebrewing club, Sods, sent volunteers to help pour beer for festival goers. Luckily, they were able to sneak away from the taps and try some beer too.
So far, I've been over to Fatheads, and I tried their triple on Roger's recommendation. It was very good. Very good example of the style. Maybe a little less hoppy in the aroma than some of the classic examples, but very good.
With their reporting duties finished, Mark and Chef were ready to sign off and enjoy the rest of the Beer Fest. Cheers.
Well, hey, I'm Mark Smith.
And I'm Chef Adam.
And this is your Better Beer Authority.
Better Beer Authority.